Hi all, this is Miss Val again from Miss Vanna Learning Program. Well, I'm here at my house. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up on some of the things that project liaisons and site coordinators and site facilitators do to get ready for the Vanna Learning Program. Right now it's July 9th. And we've already had our Region 2 conference last week, and site facilitators had their all-day meeting on what to look at this year. Oh, someone wants to say hi. Hi, Odie. Say hi. That's my oldest daughter's dog. She kept him here. I'm mama, so I've always taken care. So anyway, sorry about this. I am actually making lunch for me and my I should say my youngest adult daughter. And then we also just picked some, I don't know if you can see, there's some tomatoes and potatoes. We got those from the garden this morning, so now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with tomatoes. But I want to kind of give you kind of a clue of what we do. Now, I was looking on Amazon, and I don't have a big calendar in my cafeteria. If you noticed, I had like a little printout on the 14 by 12s thing, and every month they print me out one. So I said, like, that's ridiculous. Let's do something I can recycle and reuse, at least get one school year out of it. So I went ahead and I purchased this from online. So this came from Amazon. I got it from Amazon Prime. I'm now a member. Yay! So anyway, it has all the months. And then I also had this I was going to use, days of the week. I thought that would be pretty good for my younger ones. And I just figured this would be easier to just move around the days at the end of the month. Actually, I can assign a student to do that. Okay, today's the 31st, last day of September. Hey, can you put up October's? Awesome. Now, it also came with something that is more geared for the kindergarten classroom than for a K through 8 site. I only have one kindergarten come this year, so we're not going to even try it. I'm not even going to go there. So this one, I haven't finished cutting everything, but it has the, see the light here. It has these, focus, there we go, somewhat. It has the season is, and it has placemat, little cards you can put in there, and then the weather is. So I already started cutting out these. This one's windy. And then I sit there and I'm cutting out more. Here's cold. And then what season is it? Is it winter or whatnot? So, and I also laminated, because Expanded Learning Program, we got the reports from the state results that all came back. Not only teachers get them, but Expanded Learning personnel gets it also, and site facilitators, which I'm a site facilitator also. I am in the classroom because I'm a one-person site. That it was astonishing. We were low or just barely at basic in math for our state. So it was kind of a little concerning. So we're implementing more math in our lesson plans, which is also Common Core based. We have to also do the same requirements teachers do. We just don't have to test, though we're helping the teachers so our students can test. So I went ahead, I got this from my morning job. I'm a paraeducator in a middle school, and some of the teachers, when they retire, keep giving me these cool things. I mean, here's fractions and decimals, and then here's one that's like common fractions and decimals equivalents, and I really thought they would help because I know my students are weak in fractions. And then I have on order through our after expanded program learning program, a multiplication chart that I'm going to have laminated and put up on the wall. Though I'm still going to put up on the wall, but I'm probably going to cover it off and on for the simple reason that, what happened there? I did dirt, dust, or something. But anyway, I also laminated some other posters that I got from my sites. Listen and silent are spelled with the same letters. I'm sure many of you have seen that one. I actually like that. And then I actually found this at the dollar store just one day. I was looking for plastic containers, comparing them to Walmart, because that's the only two stores that had plastic containers in this town. And I ran across this. States of matter, solid, liquid, gas. Also, the scientific method. First begin with a question, then research the subject. So I thought those are pretty good to put up. And then I pulled out my arsenal. I have a bunch of quotes and printouts I have saved over the years. And I really enjoyed this one. It says, for things you can't recover, the stone after the throw, the word after it's said, the occasion after it's missed, the time after it's gone. This is something I want my students kind of think about, especially their words. I had a little bit of bullying going on verbally last year that was coming in from the school, and I was dealing with it because evidently the regular day school teachers had no clue the students who were being bullied were the ones coming to me and not to the regular day students. So I had to be, what I'm supposed to do is the liaison between school and Expanded Learning and bring us all together how we're going to combat that. So we're also working as a team this year on bullying and verbal abuse kind of going on. Hopefully it won't happen this year. Maybe the family has moved. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the student roster yet for the school. I only know I have 11 students signed up as of last week for my site. But here's another one. I got this one. I think Teachers Pay Teachers or something like that. It says it's okay to not know, but it's not okay to not try. I really like that one. It's okay not to know something, but not to try to learn about it. That's not fun. And then I really love this one. This one really hits home because every student's different. It says everybody is a genius. Every student is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life for believing that it is stupid. So as a teacher and as a Expanded Learning Program liaison or site facilitator like I am in the classroom, it's kind of important for us to think about that. What do we say to our students? They might not get the multiplication, but we can't, got to watch what we say because you don't want to, make them feel dumb. That's the worst feeling. I can't do this. Well, already in their mind, they can't do this. And if you're just saying, well, you're stupid, you can't figure this out, what's wrong with you? That's not going to help them. So I always like to say, hey, let's try it this way. I pull out everything I learned when I was in the credential program to try to help these students understand. And sometimes there is points where I'm like, hold on, I need to call a friend. We'll come back to this tomorrow, and I'll try showing you a way that you can understand. And I usually have to do that. There's a couple of things, especially when it comes to 8th graders and some of the math they're doing. Sometimes it's like trying to explain to them. They missed those key concepts. So I would have to go back and find those key concepts that they need and help build on that so that way they can accomplish what they need to do. But anyway, so that is kind of what I had started doing here in the living room. I have a big mess, so laminating paper, when you cut it out, there's like a pile of plastic. But I want to show you my poor bedroom. It's a mess. Granted, it's that time of the year. And then I have a box of just papers and stuff going through a lot of my bookshelves and my binders. If you can see, I have art and all that. I went through a lot of that, got rid of some of the duplicates, scanned it, put it electronically because not all of it came from Teachers Pay Teachers. It actually came from older teachers that retired in the last couple of years. But I want to show you, this is just boxes, both this box and that box, that box. Okay, that's the paper pile. And then these 2 crates. Plus I have 2 boxes of composition books that I got to pick up at the main Expanded Learning office tomorrow. We have a all staff employee tomorrow, so site coordinators and liaisons will be at a meeting and be discussing what our next years are going to be. And then, so that's kind of what I do. I spend most of my summer months preparing for the next school year. So expanded learning might be after school, but it doesn't mean just because June comes along we sit back and have a vacation. We're like teachers, a lot of us, and we plan and we find out what's required from us from the office, what the school wants us to do, and we just start planning, not only for the classroom decoration, but lesson plans. I already have my first 6-week lesson plans set up. Only thing I have to do is get to my catch box, which is that site, and find out what physical activities we're going to do and for recreation and pull that in. So that's the only thing I have to put in my lesson plans, but I have everything set up for 6 weeks. And I'll show you some of the lesson plans, how I set them up and how our expanded learning program wants us to set up our lesson plans. With that ado, I'll talk to you later. Bye.